Find out mom is cheating. Throwaway account. I'm keeping a few things vague since people love to steal posts. I recently found out that my mom is having an affair. I've read the messages. Most of them were romantic and full of I love yous. Any sexual conversations were probably deleted. I don't want to know if she's been physically involved with him or not. I've seen the guy's picture. He's an ugly, married man and a colleague of my mom. I'm not going into detail about how I found out, but I did confront her. I talked to her as calmly and respectfully as I could. I tried explaining how this could affect her, me, my stepdad, and our whole family. It's just wrong. I kind of understand why she did it. My stepdad works in another state and only comes home a few times a year. They're in an arranged marriage, and they have very different personalities. But still, that doesn't justify her actions. She told me she'll try to be a better mother, but I believe she's still in contact with the other man. She deleted all their chats and call logs. I've always been closer to my mom than my stepdad. He's not very emotionally expressive, but he does support me in many ways. I'm in my mid-20s, unemployed, and currently living at my grandparents' house with my mom, so I'm financially dependent on her. When I found out, it was a gut-wrenching feeling. I don't have siblings or anyone else to talk to about this. I told my mom she needs to tell my stepdad. She offered to call him right away, but I told her to wait until he comes home so they can have the conversation face-to-face. He has diabetes, and I'm worried this could affect his health. Plus, one of my grandparents recently had heart issues, so I don't want to involve the family unless absolutely necessary. I'm also trying to stay as uninvolved as possible. I feel really disappointed in my mom. This has given me trust issues. I'm afraid she'll twist the story when she tells my stepdad, especially since I didn't take any screenshots before she deleted the evidence. Right now, I'm thinking about getting a job and moving out. My mom has supported me and has generally been a decent mother, but I guess she's a shitty wife. I just don't get why she couldn't behave like an adult and talk things through instead of doing this. I don't know what else to do, god damn it, with this situation. Pess. The reason I think she did this is just my own interpretation, based on their long-distance situation and how different they are as people. Like I said, it was an arranged marriage.
I left, and now I'm feeling regretful. 23 meters. I've been seeing a single mom, 28 years old, for 8 months now. We moved really fast and moved in together. Within a month of knowing each other, foolish, I know. I felt the happiest I'd been in years of my life for a while. So happy that I proposed to her on New Year's Day of this year. I love her and her daughter immensely, and she considers me one of her dad's bio dad, is barely in the picture, only sees her 60 hours a month, doesn't pay child support. After the proposal, I started feeling resentful, and my mental health was spiraling. I had considered leaving a great many times, but I was scared of leaving them. My SO is an amazing partner and always made me feel included in everything, and her family is great. But I couldn't help feeling retroactively jealous and resentful that bio dad got to have these firsts with her, and I couldn't. I told myself I was being immature and ungrateful, but I couldn't help these intrusive thoughts from coming out. I've been in her daughter's life more than the bio dad has in the 8 months. We've been together and we've bonded deeply. I consider her my daughter. Well, yesterday I was planning to tell her I wanted to leave and wanted to talk to my mom alone to discuss it with her. My SO got anxious and asked if it was about us, and I couldn't deceive her. So I told her straight up that I wanted to leave. She was devastated. I'd never seen her cry so hard before. At first I felt relief, but after a few hours I started feeling overwhelming regret. I discussed this with her, and we agreed to give me a week away to decide what I want in life. I'm currently staying with my parents, and I miss them terribly. When we told her daughter I was staying at my parents' for a few days, I cried the hardest I've ever cried in my life. She doesn't know what's really going on, and I feel like I'm hurting this innocent little girl by pulling back like this. My SO discussed 3 outcomes I could decide on in the week I had away. 1. We separate permanently. 2. We still see each other, but much more casually, and living apart. 3. We move back in and go to therapy to address my issues with us. I don't know what to do here, and I don't expect clear-cut advice. Just wanted to vent. First comment. Major changes and heartbreak of any kind are tough. Gently. You're 23, and this will not be your last chance at happiness. The issues that drove you to break it off still persist, and you put yourself first for a reason. Yes, it's hard to see other people in pain, but you have a duty to yourself to take care of yourself. I wouldn't entertain. Number 3. I think you're better off sticking with the break and focusing on your healing. I know this is cliche, but time really does heal. Be selfish. Prioritize yourself. Second comment. Here's the thing. You both are at vastly different points in your life. You're 23 and don't have kids and took on a boatload. She's 28 and has a kid. And this wasn't about love, but this was about being the white knight. White knight often gets defeated and depleted, and that's what happened. It was a learning experience. She's a single mom, and a lot of guys don't want a chick with a kid. So, I'm sure, while it hurt, she might find a guy with a kid, have a blended family, and that will be a better match. While this proved you can be a good dad, do it in your own time and in your own way. Cut it off clean. Don't see her casual, and don't leave the door open, because then it gets messy. Life is full of learning experiences, and you experience some learning. The end. Third comment. The jealousy will pass. There will be lots more firsts in life. Are there any other problems? If you want to hear more Reddit stories, please like and subscribe. I will definitely appreciate it.